Hello everyone. Today I want to share a story with you. Story from a quiet village about a boy who discovered the true power of focus. By the end of this story, you may understand how deep focus can calm the mind and change life completely. There was a peaceful village surrounded by green fields, flowing air, and warm sunlight. Life there was simple and slow. In that village lived a young boy named Arav. He was known as a sincere and intelligent boy, but inside his mind, there was constant noise. Arav struggled with overthinking. Fear of failure followed him, stress filled his days, and sadness quietly lived in his heart. Arav lived with his mother and worked hard to support their home. Every morning before the sun rose, he walked barefoot to the fields. He prepared the soil, watered the crops, and worked until his hands felt heavy. After finishing his work, he returned home, washed his face, and sat down to study. He loved learning, but his mind was always distracted. Thoughts about the future and worries about people's opinions disturbed him. Still, everyone believed Arav would succeed in his final exams. When exam season arrived, Arav studied late into the night under a dim lamp. His body was tired, and his mind felt restless. When the results were announced, something painful happened. Arav failed one subject. His heart felt crushed, but the pain did not stop there. As he walked through the village each day, people whispered and mocked him. Their words were sharp and heavy. Arav stayed silent, but inside he felt broken. One evening, after a long day, Arav went to see his old teacher, Master Salam. He was a calm man with kind eyes and a peaceful voice. Arav stood before him and spoke softly. He said he could not bear the laughter and judgment anymore. Master Salam listened carefully and then said, "Come tomorrow morning. I will give you a task." The next morning the village woke slowly. Birds sang and the fields glowed with fresh light. Master Salim handed Arav a large clay pot filled completely with water. "Walk through the village and return without spilling a single drop," he said gently. Arav felt confused, but respected his teacher. He held the pot with both hands and began walking. As he stepped forward, people gathered along the path. Some whispered, some laughed, some pointed fingers, but Arav heard nothing. His eyes stayed on the water. His hands were steady. His breath became slow and deep. The world around him faded. All that existed was the pot in his hands. When he returned, the pot was still full. Master Salim smiled and asked, "What did you notice?" Arav replied quietly, "I did not hear anything. I was fully focused." The teacher nodded and said, "When your mind is focused, noise loses its power. Focus brings peace." That lesson stayed with Arav. From that day, he stopped reacting to people's words. He studied with calm attention. He worked with patience. Slowly, fear left his heart. Stress softened. His mind became clear. Arav realized that focus was not force, it was presence. Months later, Arav passed his exams with confidence. The village was the same, but he was different. One morning, he stood in the fields watching the sunrise. The light touched his face, and peace filled his heart. Arav understood that when the mind is focused, the world becomes quiet.
Ow.
So remember this story when life feels noisy. Hold your goal gently, but firmly. Stay focused, stay present, and let everything else fade. If you liked the story, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.